Hi, and welcome back to Science with Miss Wardell. Today I'm on page 428. Here we're talking about rolling along the flats. So traveling along the plains is much easier than climbing a mountain, and the land is so flat that you can ride a bike across it. Plateaus are flat too, but you'll have to go up to get to them. As we read, we're going to listen for clue words to be compared and contrasted. So think about similarities and differences, okay? So a plain is flat land that spreads out over a long distance. Plains are wide, open spaces and may form where there used to be seas. Like a plain, a plateau is flat. However, a plateau is higher than the land around it. A plateau is usually formed when flat land is pushed out or pushed high up in the movement of Earth's crust, and plateaus are sometimes found near mountains. So, one of the things that I hear are some clue words, and I'm going to circle them. So, like, I hear like. That tells me that there's some similarities. The word however, so that's a contrast, so a difference, right? Then if I look down at the picture below, it says that plains and plateaus are both flat landforms, but a plateau is higher than the land around it. Here you can see the plateau is much higher than the plain that surrounds it. So this whole part would be the plain, and this is the plateau. So I'm just, for my own reference, going to write plateau right here. Okay, and then all of this would be the plain. So real flat. Plains are often used for farming. The Great Plains can be found in the middle of the United States. We know that. We've studied that in social studies and reading when we talked about our Native American unit. Plateaus. Here are some plateaus. Remember, they're risen up. These plateaus are high in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. So, it wants to know what is the difference, contrast, what you might see if you stood in the middle of a plain and a plateau. Well, if you were in the middle of a plain, it would be really flat and low. So, in a plain, it would be low and flat on the ground, right? So you would only be able to see around for, what you could see on the ground. You might not see any other landforms. Because if you're on the ground and you're only seeing what's around you. Landforms. Okay? However, if you were up on a plateau, you would be able to see all of the valleys, the mountains. So I'm going to use that word, however, in contrast. However, because it's a transition word, I'm going to put a comma after it. So, however, on top of a plateau, I needed to write C there for could. Could see the valleys and mountains. Right? Because you are so high up. So the valleys and mountains around you. Alright guys, if you have a different answer, you're thinking of something more specific, let me know. Thanks so much. Goodbye.